Welcome back to the KIX 96.5 Morning Show. We love featuring artists you should know about on the show, and today we're heading to Kentucky to chat with singer-songwriter Mace Smith from Blacktop Rodeo. Blacktop Rodeo's a band based out of Lexington, Kentucky. They're a traditional country band with modern sounds and an electric live show. You just heard their latest single called Save Me, and they got more coming on the way. We're stoked to have Mace Smith from Blacktop Rodeo on the show. First, Mace, thanks so much for coming on.
Oh, thanks for having me. I mean, it's an honor. Thank you so much.
Yeah. Well, wow. You guys just played at the Kentucky Derby, like last Thursday at the Kentucky Derby Festival Chow Wagon. How was that?
That was insane. It was actually my first time going out to that Chow Wagon. And they had a huge, like a balloon race, and they had a bunch of drone shows, and I mean, it was right on the river, so absolutely beautiful. It's not Wyoming beautiful, but it was pretty good.
Well, the Derby is this Saturday, so I mean, when do they kick this party off? Is it like 2 weeks? What's the deal?
Oh yeah. They drag that thing on. There's so many different events that they do up there leading up to the running. So, I mean, I think yeah, you've said it, probably about 2 weeks.
Wow. The party is on. That's for sure. But that's pretty sweet. You guys got to play it. So you guys were established in 2018. You started this thing out as an acoustic duo with Ben, your guitarist. Was it success? What was the deal to say, hey, Ben, let's get a whole band. Let's get this thing rolling?
And when we started off on that acoustic duo, nobody knew who we was. And, I mean, getting indoors was insane. And to be honest with you, I went and joined a couple karaoke competitions. I joined some different things around here just to kind of get my name out. That opened some doors for us. So the acoustic stuff kind of took off. We got to where we were so busy, but COVID hit, and that kind of gave us a little bit of free time. So we thought, well, you know what? Maybe it's time to take this thing forward a little more. So we added Billy Halls on bass, and Steve Miller on keys, and we've been rocking it out ever since, man.
Yeah, I mean, it's evolved a bunch. Looking at some videos, there's 4 of you, there's 5 of you. Now there's like 6 of you in the band.
Oh, we can come up to a 7 or 8. It just really kind of depends on what kind of show we're doing and what kind of sound we want to have that particular evening. But, you know, we can work with just about anything, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, you guys are kind of a traditional country band with some attitude, because I saw you guys were doing a 3 Doors Down cover, Here Without You, couple weeks back. Is that because you played live so much? You got so many covers up your sleeve, or what?
I mean, I'm a singer at heart. You know, that's what I do. I love to sing, and you know, growing up 3 Doors Down, I mean, those guys. And I was just scrolling through the internet one night, and I seen that Here Without You's got like 900 million views or something. I thought, you know what, I love this song, and I'm going to guess the crowds will love it too. You know, we try to do a lot of our music and that kind of thing too, but when you're going out and doing these shows, you know, what do people want to hear a lot? They want to hear stuff that they can sing and dance to. So we try to choose stuff to mix in with our music that's going to keep the show going. And, you know, that's just kind of our vibe. You know, we'll play the covers just as much as our originals just to please the crowd, you know? Yeah,
you definitely got to play to the crowd. That's for sure. If you go check out Mace, I think he's Mace Smith 00 on Instagram. You got a video of you during George Jones. He stopped loving her today. That was impressive.
Thanks, man. I appreciate that. That was one I did a while back. I actually forgot all about that video, too. You just said that. But George Jones, I mean, if you're going to be a country music singer and you ain't doing George Jones, what are you doing? So I'm glad that exists now that you said that.
Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Well, you guys, holy crap. If you go to blacktoprodeo.com, you can go check out all their dates. You got dates like through August. You guys are one of the hardest working bands out there. Has this been the whole time, or has this been after COVID, now that we got the band going?
Oh, that's been us from the beginning, man. We once we got rolling, you know, the reception we got from everybody was really positive, and it just kind of went from one venue to the next, and we've been doing it now for several years. So my phone's always ringing. It's always ringing. We've always got somebody wanting us somewhere, but. Yeah, this summer is insane. It may be even our busiest summer ever, and we've got some stuff lined up that, you know, new opportunities and things that we're really excited about.
Yeah, well, and Billy, your bass player, you mentioned him. He runs this indie artist booking and management company. Are you booking the stuff, Mace? Is he? Are you guys tag teaming it? What?
I'll help Billy if I can, but you never met nobody in your life like Billy. I swear to you, this man gets an idea in his head and he goes with it. And I mean, I'm always really impressed with him with the way he takes after things. And he started this company, you know, not to make a bunch of money like the other companies would, but more just to help the people around here find gigs. People that were like us at the beginning that can't do it, but that have the talent. So. And then again, like he's about like Blacktop Rodeo. He started something, he stuck with it, and it's really took off for him. He's won awards this year. I mean, that's somebody that I'm super proud of and got a ton of respect for.
Yeah. Well, speaking of awards, you guys won as well. Congratulations. You won Country Band of the Year at the Lexington Music Awards. You've been nominated 2 years in a row. You beat out some of your friends, some other great artists. That had to feel awesome.
Oh yeah, I was actually sitting in that seat and never thinking a chance that I was going to win. And then they call off your name. You got to go up on stage in front of all those people and think of something to say and not be an idiot. So I'm not sure whether I accomplished that or not. But, I mean, I was super grateful. I really am. You know, I'm the kind of guy that, you know, I had a son at a very young age, and I worked my butt off for many years, and I really didn't do a whole lot for Mace, you know, just other than raise my family, which I'm proud of. Don't get me wrong. But, you know, when he got older, I decided I'm going to go out here and I'm going to take my time and I'm going to try to live my dream, and one step at a time. And now look at me. I'm on the radio with y'all in Wyoming. So, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's crazy. You probably got to pinch yourself sometime. But, I mean, the hard work is paying off, Mace.
That's right. That is right. Yeah. And I mean, I'm living proof of it. If you just stick with it, you know, dreams can happen. I mean, sometimes dreams don't unfold the way you think or like other people think they would, especially in music. You know, you don't have to be at the very top to have success and be happy. You just got to, you know, put your heart into it and give it all to the fans every time. And I'm telling you, at the end of the day, you go to sleep happy.
Yeah, it's awesome. Go check them out. Blacktop Rodeo. They're at blacktoprodeo.com. They're on Facebook, Instagram. Go to YouTube. Check out their stuff. Their video for Save Me is also out now. Well, you're in Kentucky. You got to be a Kentucky basketball fan. What are we thinking about the new head coach, Mark Pope from BYU?
Wow, you know, that's one of our guys. That's Mark Pope. You know, I grew up in the 90s, and that was, I mean, he was the team captain of our 96 team. So I'm probably like everybody else at first. You know, you thought we was just going to go out and get this huge name. But, and then when we heard Mark Pope, everybody's like, oh, why aren't we going after all these other people? But, yeah, it really comes down to he knows what it takes to be the head coach. He's, like he said at his press conference, he knows the assignment. So, I'm excited about it. And honestly, I can't believe the way everybody else is. You know, he had a press conference, 24,000 people showed up to his press conference. You know what I mean? And they sent 5,000 more home. So, you know, it's got the fan base re-energized. So from my point, I can't wait, man. I'm excited to see what's going to happen.
I mean, I saw your post about Calipari. You weren't, I mean, how mad were you when Kentucky lost again early in the tournament?
I just didn't care for being able to predict what was going to happen. You know, that was my thing. It's like it kind of just got to being like every year we were doing sort of the same thing. Yeah. How mad was I? I honestly turned off the TV and stormed out of the room, if I'm going to be honest with you. I mean, halfway through it, I was like, I can't believe this is happening. Are we really doing this again? But, I mean, it happened. All love for John Calipari. I mean, he's here for 15 years, and you can't argue with what he did. So all the love in the world to him and Ellen, and I hope they have a great career down to Arkansas. But when they come to Rupp Arena this year, they're taking a loss.
Yeah, that's going to be crazy. I mean, Kentucky basketball, I mean, you just mentioned it, 24,000 fans at a press conference. That's insanity. I mean, that's like religion down there.
It really is. You know, growing up, I can remember the first basketball game I sit down and watched, but way back in the Jamal Mashburn days with my grandpa, and he said, son, I don't care what you do in life, but you got to make sure you're a UK basketball fan. So I took that to heart, so here I am.
Yeah, you and everybody else in Kentucky. Well, Save Me, we just heard it. It was written by this Reed Waddle and Jordan Fry. Who are these guys?
So we are blessed to work with some of the best songwriters and publishing houses in the country. And these two guys pitched this song to me. I thought that my voice would match up good with it. And we kind of went from there. I mean, I heard the lyrics of it, and I thought, wow, you know, as soon as I heard it, I thought it connects with people. It's got that religious kind of vibe to it. But it also, you know, around Eastern Kentucky, I don't know how it is in Wyoming, but Eastern Kentucky, it's horrible with like the drug pandemic and stuff. You know, everybody's out there using something. So I find that this song is like really touched those type of people, those that are affected by addiction and things like that. When I heard the song, I knew the lyrics would connect with people, and that's what matters to me. You know, I want to connect with people, and so I jumped on it. I mean, there was no way we couldn't. And those guys are talented writers. Like I say, we're blessed to work with some of the best in the country, and I'm very thankful that they gave us that song.
Yeah, and I just saw you did a live performance on a TV station there in Kentucky. I mean, this song is so... I mean, it's a very touching song. It's a very personal song. I mean, you can feel it, Mace, when you're singing it.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I do. You know, I lost a brother of mine to addiction. Actually, yesterday was 7 years ago. So it definitely touches me. And if you ask anything about me, is they'll tell you that Mace is all emotion. When he sings, you can feel it. Don't matter what I'm saying. I can be singing "Should Have Been a Cowboy," "Save Me." It doesn't matter. Whatever I'm singing, I'm giving it my all. Because every word is living my dream. You know, that's the way I feel about it. Like every word is doing what I always wanted to do, is just sing to you and let you hear me. And that's what I'm doing, you know. So when you hear that in Save Me, and you hear that in our other songs, you hear that in anything I do, that's it. I really, truly mean it. I want you to hear what I'm saying to you.
Yeah. And who did the video?
We actually have a great videographer who does stuff for us. We have a team online that does that. I'll be honest with you, I'm a singer guy. As far as putting that video together, that'd be more of a Billy question. He knows everybody there is to know in the business, and he had that handled for us. So,
yeah. We'll ask you about your personal relationship. Are you still with Montana?
Oh yeah, yep, sure am.
Because you guys were like backstage with Faster Pussycat, L.A. Guns. I mean, this is a blast from the past, because that's my era.
That's her era. She's younger than me, man, but that is her music. She loves 80s rock music. Her favorite band of all time, Cinderella, and their lead singer, Tom Keeper. And
oh, man.
We went to one of his concerts, and I'll be honest with you, I know the music, but I'm not the world's biggest fan of them. So when I seen these guys, they were just other guys to me. So I just started hanging out with them. Well, it turns out I'm hanging out with the band and didn't really even know that. And before you know it, they're like, "Hey man, come on back here, dude." I guess because I wasn't fanning out over them, they were like, "This is just a normal guy." Like, you know, I shared some music with them, and it was crazy. The guys from Faster Pussycat wanted us to do one of their songs, you know, cover one of their songs, and we reworked it up country version for them. So I was like, wow.
Yeah, why not? They got a few House of Pain. That's one of their
House of Pain. That's a killer song, man.
That's one of their classics. Well, you guys got one. Billy sent me over a sneak peek of this One Last Look Around. When is this gonna drop, Mace? Do we know?
We're ready to drop it. We just want to make sure that we're doing it at the right time. And then, you know, when you're coming up as an indie artist, you need to release things the right way and with the right financial backing and that kind of stuff. But as far as I'm concerned, we can release that thing this afternoon, because like I said, all I want is y'all to hear me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Billy on the business side of it, he thinks that we need to wait up just a little bit. So soon, very soon. And trust me, our fans are beating down the door over here messaging me, "Hey, when can I hear it? When can I hear it?" So it's something that we're going to do very soon, and I'm glad you like it, man.
It's an awesome
for me,
song.
I think for me, it's going to probably be our best song. I love "Save Me," but "One Last Look Around" has got, again, like you said, it's got that emotional side of it. And I felt the song when I sung it, and I'm pretty positive people will feel it when they hear it.
Have you guys started working with somebody else, or it seems like "Save Me" and "One Last Look Around," you guys are taking a step up?
I mean, I choose these songs, and I guess when we first started out, you know, I wasn't maybe as picky. All of our songs are great. I'm not going to hate on any of them. They're all well-written songs, well-produced, and I'm thankful for all of them. But, you know, these last two, the difference is the producer. If I was going to say the producer, we're working with a guy named Eldon Huff. He's a touring musician himself. I mean, he's worked with some of the top names, Eric Church and such in the business. And he's doing our producing for us. And I'll be honest, it really matters who you go to and the attention to detail they put into things. He sent us the final mastered version of it, and then couple of days later say, you know what, I didn't like that. Here's a better version, and here's a better version. So, he's an amazing person to work with. I'd suggest him to anyone.
Yeah, and he's looking out for you guys, which is even better.
I mean, you said it. You noticed the difference between the last two. So, I mean, that tells you he's doing a great job.
Yeah. Is he in Kentucky, or where's he out of?
I think he lived in Nashville for freaking 20 years or something. But as he got a little bit older, his woman was from Corbin, Kentucky. So I think they moved back to Corbin, and but he's between everywhere. I mean, that guy will hit the road and jam out for anybody. Now, as far as recommendations, I'd definitely put one on Eldon Huff. He's an amazing guitar player, amazing singer, and even better producer.
That's awesome. Well, go and check them out. Blacktop Rodeo. They're at blacktoprodeo.com. They're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. The current single and video for Save Me is out now, and keep your eye on them because One Last Look Around is coming soon. Are we doing something for the Derby? I think you guys are playing Saturday night, right, somewhere?
Oh, yeah. By chance, the very first, when we switched from the acoustic duo to the full band, the first place that ever gave us a full band gig was a place called Tipsy Cow in Georgetown, Kentucky. The owner's name's Scotty Williams. By chance, he's having his Derby party on May 4th, and we're the headliners.
Awesome. The Tipsy Cow. That's a great name.
Yep. The drunken heifer is what we call him around here sometimes.
Oh, that's great. Well, Mace Smith, thanks so much for coming on.
It was a great honor to come on. I really do appreciate it, and shout out to your state. I came out there on vacation a couple times, and I never want to leave. So
awesome. We'll come back out and bring the band.
I'll do it, man. If we do, I'll get with you for sure. And everybody have a great day out there. Thanks so much for having me, man.
Here's Blacktop Rodeo. This ain't a love song. It's KIX 96.5.